I suppose there are plenty of question marks surrounding the position as a whole. Here's Mbermo, brilliant goal! And that certainly changes things. In terms of a penalty. Oh, Maguire's there! How often does he come up with something like that? He's done it again, vitally for Manchester United.
Nobody saw this coming. Nobody at all saw this coming. Who keeps the game moving? Who gets the crowd cheering?
Grimsby's night! They've reeled in the big fish! An outpouring of joy at Blundell Park. They thought, surely, when Manchester United came back, that it would be the one that got away. But the story of Carabao Cup round 2 has been written here.
Well, I mean, I just thought I had to take you back to last night. Has to be the first thing I do, right? If you've been following, I mean, the voice of God on social media, you know that I put up something out there saying that today is going to be open mic. And it's only fair that I just go back to pin the picture of what happened last night that shook the foundations of football. And listen, away from English football, football generally, a special story written in the Carabao Cup, a cup set par excellence. And it's one that has literally had social media banging left, right and centre. And everyone speaking, everybody seemingly does have an opinion, something to say about the situations of, Manchester United. Not just one, and that's why I say situations, because there's a lot to unpack. Lagos, Nigeria, welcome on board. We're 99.3 Nigeria Info. We are Femi and the Gang, and I am Anthony the Voice, ready to drive the action this evening. It's game on, and I'm super excited to be back here. How are you all doing? Hope you've had a really good day with all of the great programming we've been bringing your way. Well, the idea is that we take it a bit higher this evening. All right, so get ready, tighten your seatbelt. We're in for a long night, all the way from now until 10 p.m. I'll be right here. And not just me, but quite a number of voices. But first, the man who will be doing this with me all the way, the one that I call El Rimero. You're welcome to my idol. Huh?
I'm happy to be with you. It's nice to be this evening in the studio with you. All of you who are colleagues and friends who are fans of the side that played last night and lost. I haven't had cause to see the other man who has the temerity of having his profile picture, his WhatsApp profile picture with the jersey of that side that lost last night. And you know, all of you guys who brag about that team. I'm ready for the show tonight. I want to have fun, just throwing a bit of banter and giving you some free gifts like Santa, man, because I just came from Atlanta, you know.
I do not come from any Atlanta. Ata. I'm more like going through Pepe, you know, Atarudo. That's how I feel at the moment. But yeah, there you go. The voice of Chuma right here on the broadcast, and together we'll be doing this. It's going to be a very exciting package on the show. Don't forget, we'll still give out some cool cash much later. Star 347 star 880 star 3 hash. That's the code. All right, for you to play with just 500 naira. You are in the conversation to win something. 40,000 naira will give out tonight, so that could just be you. You have to give it a shot, and you never know. All right, we don't have a lot of time to waste, right? So we'll dive right into it. I mean, like I did say, I was preparing certain things. I sent certain things to the platform in terms of talking points, but generally that's not me. All right, the real me is not interested in what's in that content. I just really want to know what the world thinks about what happened last night, and see how we can learn from it from different angles. Really, I feel like it's beyond a Manchester United conversation, because you never know who will be next, what big team could be next. The truth is, football is transient, and you just never know. Teams rise and fall from glory days to shameful days. But the question is, what do we learn, or what can we learn from what Man United is going through now? And really, is it that bad, or are we over bloating it? I don't know. You'll have to tell me. Before I bring on somebody really special, I talked about doing something on the broadcast on social media. So if you've been following, you probably followed that. I promise you I was going to bring back a Titan on the broadcast tonight, and that will happen. But first, Sam Wine, the man who's, having better days. His team is doing well. He's got no worries. All he does is drink wine and just chill. Sam, how you doing, man?
I'm good, Tony.
You felt like coming to the show today?
Yeah. No, last week I told you that I had to take care of digital business.
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
So now moody be now.
No, of course not. It's not mood. It's not mood. I had plenty on my desk that I didn't wrap up on time, and it was time bound.
I can imagine. You're a very busy man.
Yeah,
controlling.
I had to take that excuse for last week. Apologies for that.
No, come on, man. I was just teasing you.
Thank you for teasing.
All right.
It's good to be here.
That's right. That's right. All right. Well, before we go right into the conversation, we've got a man joining us.
What the Rock is cooking.
Lagos, Nigeria, joining me all the way from the abroad this evening, bringing back the man that I call B to the O to the L to the A to the R to the I to the N to the W to the A. Bolariwa Olajide is live on the show. Oh my world. How are you doing, B?
I'm doing great, Tony. The voice. I really like the introduction. The introduction is giving me goosebumps. I'm just so excited right now.
My man, how you doing? How you doing, Baba?
I'm doing great, bro. Thanks for having me on the show. Been a while. Wow. Yeah.
I was saying, I was thinking, it's been a while I hit this, man. Can we roll back the old years just for a little bit? And really, thank you for really just being welcoming and opening your arms to be back and do this in spite of your schedule and then the different time zone. What's the time there now?
At the moment, it's just 12 minutes past 2 p.m. So it's just half of the day gone from my location at the moment.
Okay.
I still have a long day to go.
I can imagine. So thank you for joining us. Let's really go right into it before, the likes of Chuma and Sam do have their say. First things first, Bolariwa, you have been a Man United fan for the longest. Apart from being on this platform and really just having to do this year on year at the highest level, you've seen football in different strides, in different types, in different nature. You've called it. You've talked about the game for the longest. And even after you left Nigeria Info, momentarily, you went on to still create a platform for yourself where you talk about these things on social media. How do you feel? I think that's the first question. There is the Bolariwa, the broadcaster, and Bolariwa, the fan, the Man United fan. Can you sort of contrast for me how the both Bolariwa feels at the moment?
Well, for the Bolariwa, the Manchester United fan, I have to say it's been embarrassing and disappointing to be a supporter of the club. You are the receiving end of banter, strolls. You can't even breathe. They don't allow you to breathe. On radio, on TV, on social media is the worst. I remember those years when United used to win a lot of games. We dominated social media. Well, it wasn't that big at the time because the last time they won the Premier League was in 2013. And there was Twitter, there was Facebook, but it's not as big as what it is at the moment. So we haven't really had the best of time on social media in the last, let's say, 10 years.
Right.
Because the club has not been winning the big prizes. But as a journalist or broadcaster, it's slightly a different thing. It's at times it's good. I mean, we are both in the same profession. At times you watch the game because you really want to know what's going on, and another time when you're not on the microphone, you're just watching the game to support your team.
That's right.
And most times we do that when we're not on the microphone. We support our teams and we hope that they win. But on the microphone, it's more like open-minded. Let's see what happens, and tell the listeners what's going on in the football match. But both ways, it hasn't been so exciting for me, and really disappointing from the club.
I'll start by saying that, is it that bad? Because I mean, it feels like World War something. I don't know. That loss yesterday to Grimsby. Is it really that bad, or are people just expanding it because it's Manchester United?
Tony, it's that bad.
Wow.
I mean, there's no other way to say it. It's very bad at the moment for Manchester United. It didn't just start last night against Grimsby. It's been going on for like a year now. Ten Hag was sacked for a reason. The results were not improving, even though he had 2 trophies in 2 years, but your league finish has got to be priority. Well, some clubs have different priorities, but for a club as big as Manchester United, you should at least be making the Champions League places. Ten Hag couldn't do that. He started the season badly as well. He had to be sacked. At that point, they wanted the manager to come in to make a difference. And when I say this, Amorim gave me so much hope, excitement when he was appointed. But when I look back now, I'm like, what has really changed from Manchester United since he got that appointment? It's gone from bad to worse, if not the worst ever in the club's history. And I have to say, nobody's exaggerating how bad United are. It's clear for everybody to see. When you've played 29 games and gotten 28 points in the Premier League, that's an alarming start for any manager. And naturally, I'm sure you guys in the studio will agree with me, any other manager with this run, whether it's a relegation threatening team or newly promoted, would have been sacked.
Is it gonna?
That's just the truth. You're done. You cannot continue to manage a club in the Premier League with this type of record. Even in the Championship, you will not survive it. And guess what? This is where I don't really even blame the owners or the board or Sir Jim Ratcliffe and the likes. They've decided to back the manager for the first time in a very long time. But unfortunately, it seems they are backing the wrong manager. They are doing the right thing, but I don't think Amorim, at this point in time, deserves to get any further backing as Manchester United manager. Things have not improved. He did a lot of, selections, changes. He tried a lot of things last season. He had a full preseason. And guess what? We played 3 matches already this season, and it doesn't look like he's learned his lessons or things look like improving. It's just been from bad to worse to bad to worse to the worst in the club's history and repeat. So yesterday's loss was the height of it. Under no condition should you be losing to a team in the 4th division of English football. Definitely not Manchester United. It's never happened. It happened, and Amorim should take the full responsibility for that.
I mean, I was just looking through his post-match, and I mean, the tone does feel like he said something that the players have said something with that, or are saying something with that performance. And many are saying that, does it get to a point where he's going to say, hey, I'm done. I'm not sure I can do this anymore. I remember one of his early interviews where he did say that if it gets too bad, he will he will be ready to say, you know what, I'm done. I'll step aside. I don't know if that's even a bigger problem that the manager is resigning. I don't know what the inflections say for a club the size of Manchester United, but really, for you, just trying to put together that, and then the issue of 3-4-3, 4-2-3-1, he should change. I don't know what you make of all of that.
Well, I'll start by telling you, Tony, for free, that Ruben Amorim is not going to resign. He will not resign because it doesn't make a financial sense for him to resign.
That's right.
As manager of United. Have you ever seen a manager resign from his position? Even when they are tired, they call for the sack so they can get, the payoff because he already signed the contract. So if you relieve him of his contract, then he has to get some sort of compensation.
That's right.
But if you resign voluntarily,
no money.
You will forfeit those things. You're going to forfeit. So he's not going to resign. All those ones that he's saying he's capping. Amorim is capping.
Can you imagine?
He's not going to resign. I'll tell you that for free. Now, talking about the club itself and what Amorim has been saying to the press, I mean, we can deduce a lot of things. I listened to him last night when he talked about, the players have spoken. The journalist asked him, what do you mean by that? He still didn't respond. So this is what I think. I mean, people, opinions, but this is what, in my humble opinion, I feel Amorim is just being too unnecessarily stubborn.
Wow.
He's just being stubborn for no apparent reasons. I don't want to talk about formations for now. For me personally, I believe when you play 3 at the back and you play wing back, you're playing the game with 5 defenders. How is that an attacking formation? It's never an attacking formation when you play with 5 defenders. There's always that extra man that could do things for you up further on the field. But you're depriving the team of that. I just think he needs to look at himself when it comes to tactics, formations, or tweaking his team, even the in-game management. I think it's below par. You look at what happened last night. I was so pissed when Amorim made changes against Grimsby. Even with the changes, he's still stuck with the 3-4-2-1 formation in a game where you just needed to show that you have more attacking firepower in your team than a team in the 4th division. Things are not going on well. Tony, let's reason together. Things are not going well in a football match. Your formation is not working. I've seen the greatest managers do different things in football matches. Even the legendary Pep Guardiola, I've seen him decide to go all out attacking games, counter attack. He's even packed the bus at some point too because he just needed the results. Arteta, that we all talk about, Arteta is now grinding out results. Because people have said you play so well, you're not getting results. You see some games, Arsenal will be so poor and they'll get maximum points. Against United at the start of the season, they were nowhere to be found at Old Trafford. But guess what? They left Old Trafford with the maximum points. That's what managers do. You are trailing or needed a result against Grimsby. See, I don't have a pro license. I'm not a coach. But if I was in that position against Grimsby, me, Tony, I'm just gonna go all out attack. Whatever's gonna happen should happen. I believe my United players have better quality than the whole players, the whole squad of Grimsby. So I'm just gonna go head to head with them. Okay, let's see. I have better defenders than Grimsby. Why should I be scared of attacking Grimsby and still stick with a defensive formation as far as I'm concerned? And that's even saying a lot. When things don't work for managers in football, before the game or during the game, most times you should change something. So Amorim is only digging his own grave, basically setting himself up for the sack because apparently you have to change something. And that thing that is sent him, boss,
change
I
something.
Think it's time. It's only fair for you to try something else. Because at this point, it's like we are in big trouble. But guess what? Amorim is showing that he's not flexible. Do you know when I lost hope? I've been talking about Amorim since December. I was a
conversation. Lagos, Nigeria. We'll be right back. Stay here. Football Frenzy, right here on the nation's first for News Talking Sports.
The gang, feel me?
Police Jude and Emmanuel.
You are listening to your number one station for talk.
99.3 Nigeria Info.
99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
This is not just football. This is JJ Ball X, the game where every doggo, every race counts. Here, your football skills pay off. As you raise the ball, you feed the raise your account balance. So if you think you're the next JJ and the shop for you, get on the BetKing app. Use the promo code JJ Bollet. Tap on casino. Click on JJ Bollet to play and start winning. Remember, not for persons under the age of 18. Play responsibly.
Everybody with him own wahala. Every day comes with its own version of challenges, and you have to be ready to face them, cause only then can you move on to the next. That's why I never miss my breakfast. Scratch that. My peak breakfast with the nutrients and energy I need to face each day, one challenge at a time.
Every day is a good day to power on with a peak breakfast. Have you had your peak? Reach for your peak.
You love being in your skin. With fresher.
With Fresh Air, it's more than just clean skin. It's skin that feels fresh, looks healthy, and makes you love being in it. Fresh Air, be you. A quality brand from Daraju.
You love being in your skin. Fresher. With fresher.
There's so many things I love about PamPay. You can enjoy unlimited free transfers.
Really? Is there more?
You can buy discounted data and airtime.
Wow. Can I get more?
You can get cash back on bill payment.
More money back?
You can even enjoy up to 20% interest on savings.
This is more.
It's just one app with endless possibilities. It's PamPay. Say yes to more.
In the cooking game, you need a winning game plan. I'm not just talking about your fresh ingredients, utensils, or cooking skills. I'm talking about your choice of seasoning. My game plan is incomplete without Maggi chicken flavor. Made with a flavorful formation of onions, celery, turmeric, it's my game changer. Elevate the taste of your everyday dishes with delicious rich chicken flavor. Oh yeah, let's go.
New Maggi chicken flavor, my game changer.
What you're about to taste is so hot, it's got basket mouth singing.
Mini Ninja Pepe flavor. Yeah. Mini Ninja Pepe flavor. Chris. Heat.
Nothing brings the heat like the bold taste of Mini-Me Noodles Niger Pepper flavor. Try it today and see for yourself. Mini-Me Noodles Niger Pepper flavor. Slap it like it's hot.
This is not just football. This is JJ Ball X, the game where every doggo, every race counts. Here, your football skills pay off. As you raise the ball, you feed raise your account balance. So if you think you're the next JJ and the shop for you, get on the BetKing app. Use the promo code JJ Bollet. Tap on casino. Click on JJ Bollet to play and start winning. Remember, not for persons under the age of 18. Play responsibly.
Finally.
Finally what?
I've been trying to reach your phone for days.
Oh, so sorry. Telecommunication services have been very poor in my area lately. Some hoodlums vandalized the telecoms masts around here.
They tried it in my area, but guess what? Our people now protect the mast as if our lives depend on it.
Wise move. I must tell my husband to raise the issue at our community meeting so that we too can protect all our telecom masts.
Exactly. You see, when telecom masts and fiber cables are destroyed, every area of our life, from education to healthcare to banking operations and the entire economy, is affected. Vandalizing telecommunications infrastructure harms everyone. Dial 622 from any network or send an email to protect@ncc.gov.ng to report suspected cases of vandalism. This message is brought to you by mobile network operators and tower cos in collaboration with the Nigerian Communications Commission.
Hey, Boku don't come again with the high quality for low prices. Boku don't reduce over 20 more products from 60 cl Coca-Cola for only 350 naira to 60 cl Fanta for the same 350 naira. Even 60 cl Sprite, 350 naira join. That not be all Predator encore 40 cl na 390 naira. Ever water 1500 ml. That one na 300 naira. Your favorite Boku family size bread encore only 1300 naira. You dey feel am? Hey, you dey feel am? Hurry now, go any Boku store for prices with cheap pass market.
Yes, so check Boku for prices with cheap pass market. And Boku not far from you. This one no be promo. Now like this we dey enjoy every day for inside Boku store. Or ya halele go Boku store now.
This is what goodness tastes like. Golden caramel, creamy buttermint, and rich coffee. There's a Cadbury candy for every moment.
Cadbury Caramel, Cadbury Coffee, Cadbury Buttermint. Sweet, smooth, and full of flavor. Whether you're chilling at home or on the move, there's a Cadbury candy for every mood.
Yeah, there's a Cadbury candy for every moment.
E get many things where they gbadu pampe for. You fit dey transfer yafun free of charge.
Tell me more.
Data and airtime na cheap on top pampe.
No be tori mad here.
You pay for something, they give you something back. No be play.
No be cashback be that.
Dem still sama you reach 20% kule interest on top saving.
This better. Na more.
Na app will get many enjoyment and jollification. Na pampe. Say yes to more.
Oh, the only detergent that keeps me bright and fresh. Bana bata lokaci a wurin wanki. Viva mafi inganci. Ito da sakwa hirin na tinyo bere Viva. Chiri Viva. Maswakoko atowo renu do Viva. Viva, oh Viva. Ina some Viva. Opuliche Viva. Omero Viva titila. Viva, oh Viva. Ina some Viva. Opuliche Viva. Omero Viva titila. Viva, oh Viva. Ina some Viva. Opuliche Viva. I love my Viva forever.
Viva Plus detergent, a quality cleaning powder from Aspira.
No be party jollof this scent.
Abeg, make nothing hungry you again today.
I am pregnant wife they follow talk so.
Neighbor, abeg.
Abeg, no, just one spoon.
No wahala.
Chef, what can be your secret?
Now, Mr. Chef Seasoning Powder. Mr. Chef Seasoning Powder gets spicy stew, goat meat, fried rice, and roasted beef from great aroma to great taste.
Elevate every meal with Mr. Chef Seasoning Powder. Chef.
Is that Alfie playing football in the rain?
It's Toby Gio. My goodness.
When did he grow up?
That's it with kids, so. It's amazing how your child grows up before your eyes. Enable their thriving development with the new NanKid 4 with HMOs to support your child's development, probiotics, and high-quality proteins to support age-appropriate growth. NanKid 4. Nourish your child's potential.
Emails sent. Laptop shut. Heading home. You? You can't wait to get on the couch with your feet up, enjoying the moment.
Shall we?
Shall we? Not for sale to persons below the age of 18. Drink responsibly.
As a mom and a dentist, I know the importance of strong teeth, beautiful white smile, and fresh breath. They give you the confidence to eat the right foods without worry. Speak confidently in public, and making friends is easier when you know you have fresh breath. I give my family confidence with Pepsodent's Triple Protection 1, 2, 3. It's 3 toothpaste in 1 to protect their teeth from holes, give them white teeth, and fresh breath. The confidence of 3 toothpaste in 1. Pepsodent's Triple Protection 1, 2, 3.
Start your day and have a good time.
Kivo Crema.
Where you need to have the break time.
Kivo Crema.
If not tea, Papa Garita.
Kivo Crema. Kivo Crema.
Update. So, Boku Store don't add bunker products to their shelf. High quality for low prices. From Sachet Go Vita chocolate drink for 150 naira to Chula tomato paste for 140 naira to Platis dishwash for 1,900 naira for only inside Boku. All of them don't they available.
Oh yeah, shop Boku for prices way cheapest market and high quality for low prices. Boku not far from you.
Boku abi no Boku.
My ions, please, can't get enough. My ions, please, give it to me now. It gon' rehydrate you, yeah. Replenish your ions with Pocari Sweat. Rehydrate you faster, easily observe. Pocari Sweat, give me some more. Pocari Sweat.
Every day is about winning with one play on Nigeria.
Welcome back to your number one talk, news, and sports station. This is Nigeria Info.
And gentlemen, children of all ages, it's game on.
Your thoughts on the performance? I just want to say sorry to our fans. I have nothing to say anymore about the performance when everything is so important in our club and you try to do everything. You have come from the preseason, even Arsenal, you can lose the game, but you are there, you are improving, you see the performance, but then reach this kind of game we are on when everything is so important in our club and we start the game like this. I think my players are talking really loud about what they want, so I'm really sorry about our to our fans. I have nothing to say anymore.
Respect to Grimsby, they battle for everything, and you can see what it means to the club. This is English football.
Yeah, that's. I think the best. I know that the best team won today. The best players lost. Because when you are a team, you can win any game, and the best. I think was really fair the football today.
Shootouts a lottery, so I know that can be won or lost by any team, but to go that far, that deep into a penalty shootout is unusual.
Yeah, in the end, the penalties doesn't matter. After the game, the penalties, if you win, if you lose, in the end, the feeling should be the same.
All right, welcome back. Still 99.3 Nigeria Info. We are Femi The Gang. I'm Anthony The Voice, and I'm flanked by Chuma Nolly, Elroy Merrill, and Sammy Sam Wine. But on the flip side, we have OG Titan in the building. Star B. Bolariwa Olajide joining us all the way from the abroad this evening, and just getting his intervention as regards the situation of Manchester United. It's becoming real chaotic, really, and I've been reading tons of reports about the fact that the hierarchy will just once again have a meeting with Ruben Amorim as we go into the transfer into the international break, and then, but of course, their stand still is clear that it's still too very early in the season to make a change, and they still trust him. But are you still there?
Yeah, right here. Oh shit!
There you go with that trademark. Thank you for staying with us. We had to go pay some bills, you know.
I understand.
You know, you know how they go. I mean, so you were saying before we just butting there.
Yeah, I think I was trying to talk about Amorim in December. You know, when I began to closely analyze him was when he said, I mean, in front of journalists, he said, "This is the only way I know, and I'm not going to change." That was the point. It dawned on me that Amorim is not the right manager to lead United forward. And since that statement, He's been doing the same thing, getting the same results, and even as we speak, he has refused to change. I have no problem with your tactics or your idea, philosophy about how the game should be played, but you should be flexible to know when to switch, tweak. I mean, his formation can work against some teams, to be fair, but you cannot go into matches against teams the same way. The teams will figure you out, and that's what has happened. Amorim has been figured out, and he has no other way to counter the teams who have figured him out. So, not saying that the players don't have their respective blames, but think of it, Tony. Last season, he had a lot of time to know his team, his players. He had a full preseason. He brought in new players. And even with the new players, the results have not changed. Even the players now look ordinary. Cunha, Mbomo, star players from their former teams. They are in United now and they look ordinary. So I think most of the blame should end at the doorstep of the manager as always. And Amorim should take the blame. If he decides to change tomorrow, things could improve, but for now, whatever he's trying to do or doing is not working for United.
Do you strongly think he should be fired?
Well, based on, he should have been fired a long time ago, to be honest.
I mean, because we're talking about a club who is now making it a point of duty to hire and fire. I mean, it's out of character for Manchester United, and it's a weird place to be for the club.
It's not out of place for United. A lot of things are changing, especially for Manchester United. I don't think it's a bad thing to hire and fire managers. There's a reason you hire managers, and there's a reason you fire managers. You hire them to do a job. When they don't do that job, you decide to fire them. Why is Amorim treated differently? I understand that they want to back the manager, but one thing that I wish the board understands now is gone are the days where you back the manager and keep backing irrespective. Even the managers that are being backed that never lose their job, it's because you're winning. When they're not winning, you will lose your job.
Was Arsenal winning under Arteta during his early days?
Well, his early days, yeah. The good example. I like this question. I love it because Arteta, when he first became Arsenal manager, he won something. He won the FA Cup. So that gave him a leeway. And between you and I, if it was United finishing second in the last 3 years, the manager will still have his job, whether they win a trophy or not. If United were finishing second in the last 3 seasons, like Arsenal, they won't sack the manager. And that's just the truth. You need to do well in your league. That's priority number one. Whatever comes after is secondary. Let me give you a good example, Tony, and I'm sure you would have spoken about it on the show previously. Postecoglou of Tottenham won a trophy, but Tottenham finished 17th in the Premier League. 17th. That's like avoiding relegation by one place. What happened? He was sacked. That's why I feel Amorim should have been properly scrutinized last season. Make that decision, give another manager the chance to work with the team ahead of the new season. It's never too late, but I don't want to completely lose hope on Amorim. I think he's a good manager, but he simply needs to change something with his team to get results, and they have to win games. Find a way to win games. Whatever way, you just have to win football matches.
The issue of recruitment, a goalkeeper, a midfielder, can they still wrap that up? We hear that they're backing for Lamens this morning after that terrible show. And yeah, some disparity in valuation, but it should be done, we hear.
Well, it should be done, but I think, they need to buy a goalkeeper. I used to be a big advocate of Onana, but at this point, you can't be making too many mistakes in football matches. You got to go. I was telling a friend yesterday in a WhatsApp group, I said, after looking at the game, the first goal Greensby scored against United, I can bet my life that David De Gea saved that ball with his leg. David De Gea saved that any day, anytime, because we've seen him do it many times. He's going to save it. You don't need, because the ball is so fast, it takes time for you to get down to save it. But your leg is closer to the ground. So you should be able to save that. Onana should have dealt with that first goal, should have dealt with the second goal. and it's becoming too many. And when you make these many mistakes, it could be pressure. I mean, he's still a good goalkeeper, but you can't be making these kind of mistakes
at that level.
Club. Like, you cannot. Unacceptable. Nobody should accept that in any way. So they need to strengthen, get a new goalkeeper, and like I said, it was good that they got Sesko, but they still need to get a defensive midfielder. United are lacking in the midfield, and when you lose midfield in football matches,
you lose games.
League,
you lose games. You
won't win games.
You won't win games.
It's just what it is.
All right. The voice of Bolarinwa Olajide live in 99.3 Nigeria Info, making a return tonight. Bola, before we let you go, could this be a turning point? It feels like that's the positive side. A lot of people, or maybe not a lot, but some see it, that maybe this could be the clarion call that these players need to wake up and grab this season by the scruffle of the neck. I don't know. Do you think this could be a turning point for them this season?
The only turning point they will get is when they win their next game. As long as they win games, there is no turning point. Let them win a game. Win games. Start with winning a Premier League game, then start with winning back-to-back Premier League games.
Because they haven't done that. They haven't won back-to-back Premier League games under Amorim.
God bless you for that. When they do that, that's the turning point. So the results of the next game will decide the turning point of the team. Not the loss. They just need to win games, and that's what Amorim should find a way to do. Because between you and I, we know what's going to happen. If he somehow, I believe they should beat Burnley on Saturday, but if he somehow doesn't beat Burnley, and after the international break, they've got Man City and Chelsea waiting for them, I don't think Amorim will survive the next 3 matches if they don't get a win.
Wow. Big statement. You don't think he will survive the next 3 matches if they don't win games?
Yep, assuming he loses or doesn't. Well, let me even say draw against Burnley, fail to win against Chelsea, fail to win against Manchester City. Trust me, the board will be meeting to decide his future. It can't go on. It just can't continue to go on. Because his form is relegation form. If he continues this trend, United will be relegated. And that's the truth. If he continues this way, relegation is knocking on United's door. And, of course, you have to make a decision before that happens. It sounds funny now, but it can happen. Because it almost happened last season.
I mean, I was telling somebody, if you finish 15th, you can't finish 17th.
Exactly. I mean, Tottenham finished 17th last season. 17th. So it means you just need to continue the trend, and then you'll be relegated. I mean, Tony, look at United. Leeds United, Sunderland, and Burnley have all won Premier League games this season. United these are newly promoted sides. So the players have their own portion of blame. But at the end of the day, we know the bulk ends at the door of the manager.
The man who leads the team.
Yeah.
All right. Bola, what can teams learn from what Man United is going through at the moment? In general.
I like this question, Tony. And all I'll simply say is the teams should know. I mean, you and I had a conversation earlier, and I told you that variety is the spice of life.
That's right.
In life, you just have to be flexible, do things, try things, see if it works. If it doesn't work, you can't be rigid, and things will continue to go on the way it is. You should find ways to, enjoy life. The variety of life will spice things up, and that's what managers or teams can learn from Ruben Amorim. He's stuck on a particular way of playing, which is not working, and he has refused to change and that's why he's under pressure.
All right, there you go. This one is delicately poised, like Starby will say.
Nice.
Thank you so much, Bola. I know you're so active online. Can you share your handle again for those who want to catch up with you?
Twitter handle is, on all platforms, actually. I am Bola. That's IAMBOLAR. The R is the most important part.
That's right.
Femi would always say, Femi Daniels.
Yeah.
I can call him Femi now, but off air, I'll always say Mr. Femi.
Mr. Femi.
Radio, it will always be Femi.
Yeah, right.
So, Femi will say Bola.
Bola.
The R is very important.
That's right. That's right. Chuba and Sam also here. Yeah. I don't know if yes. Guys. Yeah.
I don't want to talk to Ram because I don't want to yab him. We've had a back and forth on social media. A few years back, there was this whole talk of who's to blame for United's capitulation, and Bola has held on to that belief. I don't know if he still has it now that the Glazers family have messed things up for the team. And I remember then sharing my thoughts that the same Glazer family who, in quote, have messed things up, spent over $1 billion to sign players in the space of 10 years, I think between 2023 and 2013 after Fergie left. So are we going to blame him for everything? And I think this is where we are now, where the special one has come, and even the special one could not turn things around for you guys, you know.
They did the spiritual.
Class of 1992 have come. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, you know, semi-final, second, still not enough to do stuff for you guys. Ogbeni Ralph, you know, has come through. Ralph Ranick, you guys were still having cause to panic. You know, you've had everything, you've tested everything. Now you brought young generation manager, 39 years, young generation. Now he's 40. You are still panicking. So what do you want, Bola, in this life? Is it still, you know, is it still the Glazer family, bro?
I have to give it to you on this one because what you've just said is actually spot on. And while you were talking, I just thought of one thing.
Yeah.
You can't even blame the Glazers anymore because at the start of the season, the fans were looking to protest at Old Trafford. They cancelled it because they feel, okay, the club is making some progress. They like the direction. And to be fair, the Glazers are no longer part of the football decision making of the club. They've left solely to Ratcliffe, and the same problem is still at United. So you have a point. The Glazers, they borrowed money to buy United. They are still owing. They refuse to sell to the Qatari billionaire. But at the end of the day, you cannot say they haven't at least invested in the squad. Maybe they bought the wrong players. That's not on Glazers. That's on the people who
those managers.
So the Glazers, to be fair, and I agree with you, we should cut them some slack at this point because some of the decision making that is not down to them have been poorly made by the people who run the club football wise.
All right, thank you very much.
Well, I pray for this club, man. Pray for this club. Pray.
Baba, don't tire. Make I give you one gist. The way they watch Man U now, they watch Man U with my eyes. I know they use my heart again. They go mess up. They go mess up.
I can imagine.
Tony, they support Remo Stars now. That's the team Tony is supporting. He's left Man U.
I mean, recommend clubs for me.
Recommend. I tell you. All right, Stabby. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful one.
Yeah, you too. Shout out to Samuel as well.
All right.
Catch up soon.
All right.
The fat lady goes, the referee has signaled for 1 head to go. The biggest upset in football.
All right, the voice of Bola while right there, still 99.3 Nigeria Info Game On with Femi and the Gang. Some breaking news you can use. Alejandro Garnacho will be in London on Friday for medical test and contract signing. So it's finally happened. 40 million British pounds we hear with the 10% sell-on clause agreed with Manchester United. Andre Meetings reporting that. Fabrizio also echoing that. So that deal finally going through. But of course, I think the very surprising one has to be what's happening with Newcastle. Newcastle, we hear, have tabled 80 million for Nick Voltemey of VfB Stuttgart. That deal, 80 million plus add-ons, really. 80 million British pounds for Nick Voltemey of VfB Stuttgart to Newcastle. Long-term deal agreed. The player said yes to the move, and that is on the way. Now, it feels like the road is now open for Isak to finally make his move. I think that was the agreement we did hear in terms of the reports as regards what's happening with Isak and Newcastle after the new offer which was put on the table for him. He still said no So I think the conversation was once we sign a replacement, then Liverpool we hear are preparing about 140 million or thereabout, 145. But it will be 120 first, and then 25 will be in add-ons as we hear. So we hear Liverpool could make that move very soon. Isak and Mark Gahey. Let's pay some bills. We'll be right back. Do we have some bills to pay? I'm not sure we do. So we'll just ride on. Chuma, I don't know, before we hit the phone lines, I don't know what you make of all of this. Ganacho's deal is done to Chelsea.
Yeah,
finally.
for United, it's impressive too, because they've spent money to sign all of these players. And Buemo was 71 in total. Konya was just about 63 million pounds. And all of these players that have come through to Old Trafford have cost money. And United have to also let go of some of these guys that, like Anthony, who they spent 80 million to get. And there's the whole talk too that that deal with Real Betis could be sorted. I think amongst all of these players, the only challenge seems to be Jadon Sancho, who didn't click at Chelsea and does not look like there's a place he can go to right now. But for Garnacho and Anthony is good. Take away a bit of those costs on their books and give themselves a chance to build around the team they have right now. I think it's also sad too that Højlund doesn't look like he has a future at Old Trafford as well.
He'll be a Napoli player as soon.
Perhaps that's the best place to go back to the Italian Serie A where he came from in the first place. He came from Atalanta. Maybe go back there and shine and get his groove back, because a young boy of 22, 23 years, you would have thought that even the Grimsby game would have been a chance for him to play. Amorim was still not keen to have him in that team. This is a guy who was not around for the Arsenal game as well. I think the handwriting is on the wall. And it's funny how football works, because we accuse an Isak for wanting to leave Newcastle United, right? But we've seen players who want to stay with teams and the team still force them to go. Maguire has been keen to stick around with Crystal Palace, but apparently Palace know that his contract will soon expire. They have a chance, they would like to sell him. On the other hand, Højlund had consistently spoken about his desire to fight for replacing this United team. Boss, give me a chance. I'll show you that I deserve to be in this team.
Oh my word.
But United are no longer interested in having the young boy around. They want to sell him out. So when players say they want to leave a club, fans should not criticize those players, because when the clubs want to let players go, the clubs are brutal with their decision.
Right. That's right.
Yeah.
All right. We'll see how that goes. Napoli, of course, pretty going to wrap up that Rasmus Højlund's deal. They're just working to fix a few final details, and that will be done. So, of course, how many days before the window shuts down?
September 1, right? So this is the month is almost ending. So by Monday we should be done.
Yeah. So that's about 5 days. Am I correct? About 5 days or so.
Saturday, Sunday, Monday. It's 4.5 days.
Okay. So less than 5 days before the transfer window shuts. We'll continue to let you in on all of those big transfer stories as we go. But just in case you're joining us, we're looking at the situation at Manchester United right here on the broadcast after being knocked out to 4th division side Grimsby. And we're asking lots and lots of questions, really. Where do they go from here? Is Ruben Amorim still the man for the job? What do you make of Benjamin Sesko, who just made the move? He's already looking lost in the team. So many issues. Can they wrap up the transfer deals they hope to? One of them is the goalkeeper from PSV, Lamens, and no word as we speak as regards to defensive midfielder. Really, is it that bad, or like I did ask Bodawa, is it that bad, or people are just making it so big because it's a big team?
Tony, pardon me, because I really would like that Chelsea guy to talk to you shortly. But
yeah.
I want to come in on this. Now it's shifting, not the goalpost, but shifting the analysis and analogy around United to having a defensive midfielder, which is an important part of that team's quest for success, right? However, we know that for most of last season, the talk has been on the attacking department and the fact that all of those guys around were not giving enough numbers, whether it's Højlund or it's all of the other guys who are in the setup, Zexia and co. Now United have a bit of numbers, and by numbers I mean Buemo, last 2 seasons, almost 30 goals in the league for his former side, Brentford. Konya for Wolverhampton Wanderers, almost 30 goals to cumulatively over 2 seasons before coming to Manchester United. And these guys come in, and what I was saying, United have a -1 goal difference after 2 fixtures. Last season, United finished the season with a negative goal difference, -10 or so. season before last, United finished with a negative goal difference. We've seen teams in the past, Tony, concede goals. Barcelona last season were conceding goals, right? But they will find a way to outscore. So they will outscore you. They could concede 3 goals in the game. They will find a way to score 4, like we saw in the last Clasico for the season, and still win that fixture. Manchester United could have the complaint of having the absence of a good enough defensive midfielder in the team. But is that the reason you're not scoring goals? Is that the reason you have a negative goal difference? It's okay if you concede, but why are you not scoring? 180 minutes of Premier League football, and you've netted just once across 2 games, Arsenal and Fulham.
On goal.
The excuse will not be for me. The excuse at all will not be defensive midfielder, Tony. Yes, get that, no problem. But that is not your. You get it now. Eventually, you now tell me again. Oh, the problem is we have a goalkeeping deficiency. Oh yeah, it was Andrew Onana last season who was the fall guy consistently. Now Buendia has come in. Buendia still does not look like one who's solid enough to hold on to that number 1 position in between the sticks for the Red Devils. All we keep hearing is excuses. When we've had these managers have mentioned, when Mourinho was there, they said he doesn't play United kind of football. He's a defensive-minded coach. It's not what we want. Let's get another manager. And then David Moyes first up, he's only good for Everton. He's too small for Manchester United. He comes in, you send him away. Every time you have these managers, Mourinho finished second with United, I think about 18 points or so behind the eventual champions, and said that's one of the biggest achievements he's had as a coach. This is a man who's won a treble with Inter, saying finishing second with United is one of his biggest achievements. Now we have seen what he was talking about. Solskjaer came in, we still had complaints. It's high time United fans and United as a team look beyond giving me this excuse of, oh, no striker now. Oh, he's goalkeeper tomorrow. Oh, he's defensive midfielder now.
But this is a problem.
They have to face the reality.
This is not problem.
These are problems, but defensive midfielder will not come and score the goals to rectify the negative goal difference. The team has to get it right, whether it's with the coach or the players. I don't think the players at United are getting enough of the blame. If all of these managers, plethora of managers, different facets of managers, those who are the older generation, like Ralph Ranić, I won't say that.
I know, right?
like Ralph Ranić and Jose Mourinho, who's achieved all of the successes in his career. Barring Tottenham Hotspur, that man has won something everywhere he goes to. Of course, he won stuff with United too. He'll tell us about that treble, Community Shield, Carabao Cup, and the Europa League title. But he comes in. This team still stutters. You have younger generation, somebody who is Manchester United true on Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. He comes in, he still doesn't succeed with the side. You have a new generation coach who has done what he's done in Portugal, made a name for himself, comes in at the age of 39, and it looks like he's giving up already. Now he's 40, he's looking older. Sometimes you look at him and you're like, guy, looks like United are making you look older than the 40 years that you are at this stage. Then the players also have to take responsibility, Tony. Chuma cannot keep complaining every time he comes into the studio that it's the microphone. And they changed the mic for Chuma. And Chuma now says, in fact, the studio AC is not really what is right. And they changed the studio AC, and Chuma is like, oh, the ambience of the studio is not nice enough. Chuma has to take responsibility as well. Is he good enough for the microphone or not? The United players have to take responsibility. You cannot be Grimsby. You say you rotated the squad, or there was a rotation, whatever the grammar is. Pardon me, guys. The last time I checked, that United starting X-side, barring the man who played from the right-hand side of the back three, every other player in that team, Ahmad came off the bench against Arsenal, but normally the Ahmad of last season, who shone against Man City and Liverpool, should be a starter in United. The Mbuemos of this life, these are guys in that starting X side. There's no excuse in this entire life that you're up against the side in the 4th division of English football, and you're telling me, the team was, there was rotation around the team. Players, take responsibility. It's beyond the coach now for United. Moving forward, the conversation for United should be that those players are not worthy of putting on the jersey of a team who for years alongside Real Madrid were seen as the biggest football club, the most popular football club, and the richest football club in the world. Those players are not playing like players that deserve to put on Manchester United jerseys, whether it's what they have now or the one in the past.
If I made you feel second best, please, I'm sorry, I was blind. You were always on my mind.
David Moyes, Ralph Rangnick, Louis van Gaal, Eric Ten Hag, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, Jose Mourinho. Well, you can go and really mention all of the players bought post Sir Alex Ferguson. Over £1 billion British pounds spent in the acquisition of these players. Many say that Old Trafford has now become a graveyard for talents. But is it also becoming a graveyard for managers? Some serious conversations right here. Sam, I don't know, you've been very reserved about this, but I can't remember if you were a fan of Chelsea when Chelsea didn't matter. I don't know. But I want to know if you've had, this experience of supporting a side who went through really low points and how they got out of it. And also get your take on Manchester United's situation going forward.
First off, Chelsea have always mattered. They've always mattered. Make no mistake about that. Make no mistake.
Where was Chelsea in 40 years without titles?
We thought without Juan, they still were able to matter.
They were winning European titles. They were winning. They won the Super Cup. They won the Cup Winners' Cup back then. They may not have won the Premier League, but they won European titles. It's been well. You can say all you want, but there's been times like that. So that's why I say they've always mattered. I've spent the whole day, actually, since from the first time I came into the office. I've had to sit through a podcast, the Fan Asylum podcast, and listen to 6 United fans rant their way to Old Trafford. And you listen, and it was at some point it was a bit squeaky to the ears. Like, oh, come on, it's just a loss to Grimsby. Get on from it. But then you start to pick up different ideas of different Manchester United fans and see where they are in terms of perspective. Even the fan bases in United as to what their problem is. Time and again, I've always come on air and I've always said the best way to get a solution is when you have a unified reason or angle as to what the problem is. We've listened to Bolarinwa say, he's gone from, and I was just going to say what you had said to him, from the Glazers family to now being
Radcliffe, the one who handles football affairs and all that.
All of those problems. Maybe as much as the Chelsea owners at the time, or now, talking about Ted Burley and Benedict Barley, Radcliffe is not so much of a football head either. The man ran Nice, but how much of an involvement did he have in the football side of things? I don't know much. I stand to be corrected. I don't know much about that with him being involved with football matters, but Legion is the problem of Manchester United. It's many. It goes from the players to the staff to the cook to the gate man to the grass cutter. It's everybody at the football. And I'm not just saying, it really is. Because you have an institution that was so used to winning. Everybody that came, even if I went there under Sir Alex Ferguson, I'll be disgusted with a defeat. Because that was the mentality of the football club, right? Yeah. They always wanted to win. But ever since he left, and we go back to the time and say, he left a very, very disjointed Manchester United team. He was able to pull them together to win that last Premier League title, but the team itself was falling apart, right? Now you've seen how managers have tried to rebuild that thing. And one thing United fans have got to understand is it takes several transfer windows to build a world-class team. You'd try, you'd fail. Some of those players would be moved on until you get it right.
But you have to keep winning. Because it's a big team, you don't have the luxury of losing.
Then we can go to the manager. And saying, United as an institution, with the hierarchy they've had, I would say the biggest problem for United is they've made the wrong decisions at the wrong time with managerial appointment.
I agree.
There were times they were supposed to keep the managers and have faith in the manager. They'd let them go and said the players were the problem. Now you have, with Amorim, you have, I don't want to call him a bad manager because he's a good manager. He was there with Sporting and the one title. They were very, very hard to beat. In his worst day, he came to England and he beat Pep Guardiola. In fact, last season he beat Pep Guardiola. In his last 3 games against Pep, he's beaten him. And that's arguably the best manager in the league, right, in terms of tactics and his ability to put together a football side, right? Now, that's a man that can show one-on-one with any other manager in the world. I can take you on formation for formation, tactics for tactics. I can put together a team that can take apart any team. But with United, it's a different ball game. You may say you've brought in players, Benjamin Sesko, you brought in Cunha, you brought in Brian Bemu, but you brought them into a team that had people that, first off, don't even have the desire to play for United anymore. Garnacho, Malathia, and all of these guys weren't out. And you cannot tell me that by and large, that mentality does not affect the rest of the boys in that team. They're looking at those boys. Sancho is great pals with some of these boys that are playing at United right now. And you're looking at that and saying, that could be me tomorrow. That could be me out the door tomorrow. So it's a lot of problem for United. Amorim has his blame. The players have their blame. The board has their blame. Everybody, even the fans, you've got to understand you're not a big club anymore. United have got, and I'm not just saying to band. You've got to start looking at the table and saying the best bet you get is from positions number 10 down. You've got to start looking at that. You don't break into the top 10. The level of competition up that end of the table, United don't have it. They don't have it. Right now,
even with the players,
they don't have it. Brian Mbeumo, Matheus Cunha, you may say they are Premier League imports.
Yeah.
But these guys have to bed with the culture at United, bed with the same players that were causing problems at United before, if you want to say that. And it takes a lot of time to bring them together. So, really, you can sit back and talk about United all you want. The problem is not one, it's not two, it's not three, it's a lot. And everybody have got to start putting their hands up and saying, yeah, as much as Ruben Amorim, as much as Andrew Onana, as much as Bruno, I've heard people in the people were talking about Bruno Miguel as a problem for United. Some have even said strip him of the captaincy. You do that, United go 3 years backwards.
And Sam has a solid point there with the fact that there's no unified analogy around United struggles. It's trying to pick this one, pick B. So you have a sample pool of United fans, let's say 100 of them, and you're asking, bro, so really what's the problem with your team now, right? Like Sam mentioned, you're going to have people who say Ruben Amorim is the problem. He's the one, like Bola mentioned, back three, you're playing against Grimsby. Why are you still being defensive minded against a team that is 3 divisions below you on the hierarchy of English football? You blame him for that, for not tweaking the formation, for not wanting to change in the second half and that. You say Bruno Fernandes is too childish, that he argues with the referee too much, and that's what led to that penalty miss of his against Fulham. You say Andrew Onana is the problem for Manchester United. Is the reason United finished with a negative goal difference last season. You say Højlund and Zexia and co, they are not trying, they're not scoring goals. Now you have Sesko from RB Leipzig. Multiple numbers, amazing numbers he comes to the Premier League with from the Bundesliga. Now you have Cunha. And you have, of course, Mbeumo. These are guys who understand the Premier League already. So it's supposed to be a seamless reality for them to start scoring goals for the Red Devils. And you're still looking for what to blame. You're now telling me the absence of defensive midfielder. United. Somebody say in local parlance, like you say on social media, stay one place.
Stay one place.
Stay one place.
Make it for more. Know it, and I know talk pass that on.
Baleba, there was too much talk about Baleba coming in. Oh, he's going to revolutionize. Ugarte was bought for what?
Just barely 2 years ago.
And you want Carlos bring Caicedo into that team. He'll smell.
Ugarte is he's terrible now.
It doesn't make him a bad player. Another manager, look, we could say there are two things here. One manager could come, you could bring, I know Truman said you've gone through the A-class managers and it's not worked, but he wasn't this bad. Mourinho was not this bad.
No. Sure, second.
He wasn't this bad. Second best. That was United's best position ever.
Moyes finished 7th. That's a luxury for Man United now.
And they let Moyes go before the season ended. Handled the last 2 games or so back then. So it shows also how badly the standards have dropped, Sam, that they finished 15th and nothing happened. Yeah, it was a new manager who came in midway into the season and all of that. I wanted to say this very quickly, and I hope I haven't forgotten my line of thought, really. Still around Manchester United and these struggles of theirs. So we're going to continue looking for who to blame, looking for who to complain about. But have those players asked themselves the pertinent question? Are we the ones that have those players asked themselves the pertinent question? Are we the ones that have a problem? Is it the structure? Anthony moved to Real Betis. See how impactful he was at Real Betis. Greenwood, one of the best guys in the French League. So is it Sam has mentioned something. Is it that it's the club that corrupts these players? And not the players being bad. Because how is it that some of them have left on loan to other teams and have shown like a million stars, but when they come back to Old Trafford, you call them DJ Spinall. Shout out to Anthony Bado and DJ Spinall.
All right, you know what? We'll have to go pay some bills, and then when we come back, we'll open the phone lines and have that conversation. We'll keep swinging in some transfer stories that you can use. Garnacho to Chelsea's done. Just in case you're joining us.
Even the Walter Mada deal is also 60 million pound fixed fee, the rest in add-ons.
Nick Volterme, 80 million.
No, 80 million euros, 60 million
How?
pounds.
How is Newcastle? You know what? We'll be right back. Stay here.
It's amazing how your child grows up before your eyes. Enable their thriving development and the care they need with the new NanKid 4 with HMOs to support your child's development, probiotics to help your child's digestion and development, and high-quality proteins to support age-appropriate growth. And all of these work together to support your child's development and growth today and tomorrow. NanKid 4. Nourish your child's potential.
Every day is about winning with one play on Nigeria Info. On Nigeria Info, daily winnings is now over 150,000 naira. Just go to oneplay.ng or dial *347 *880 *3 hash. Play with as little as 500 naira, and in a few seconds, your ticket is in the draw. The more you play, the better your chances of winning every day. On the Morning Crossfire, WhatsApp Lagos, and Game On shows on weekdays. Friday, there will be a 500,000 naira jackpot. Playing during the week automatically qualifies you for the weekly jackpot. Your chances of winning are the same whether you play on oneplay.ng or dial *347 *880 *3 hash. Remember to play responsibly. Not suitable for persons under the age of 18. OnePlay is a registered trademark under Lasho Trading Services Limited, licensed by the Lagos State Lotteries and Gaming Commission.
In the cooking game, you need a winning game plan. I'm not just talking about your fresh ingredients, utensils, or cooking skills. I'm talking about your choice of seasoning. My game plan is incomplete without Maggi chicken flavor. Made with a flavorful formation of onions, celery, turmeric, it's my game changer. Elevate the taste of your everyday dishes with delicious rich chicken flavor. Oh yeah, let's go.
New Maggi chicken flavor, my game changer.
Knock knock.
Who's there?
Evic.
Evic who?
Eviction drama.
Shall we?
Not for sale to persons below the age of 18. Drink responsibly.
Oh, lunch. Guys, I'm going for lunch. Please, put more stew. Nice meal. My chest.
Suffering from heartburn and indigestion? Try Just Eat. Just Eat is a brand of aluminium and magnesium hydroxide and simethicone. Just Eat is available in suspension and tablets. Remedy for heartburn, indigestion, flatulence, and acidity.
Just Eat, now available in new packs. If symptoms persist after 3 days, please see your doctor. Read leaflet inside.
Little body, big moves. Little brain, big learning. Your little child is eager to do big things. Every sachet of Cerelac Junior comes with the nutrition they need: natural grains, protein, and iron to support their physical growth, learning, and development. So you can fully enjoy your little one's big moments of growth.
Oh, the only detergent that keeps me bright and fresh. I know they waste time to wash. I thought my clothes have the best, so why go less? You can't wash a lot with a little Viva. Use Viva. Don't waste your time, don't waste your money. Use Viva. Viva, oh Viva. I love my Viva. Don't need no other. I love my Viva forever. Viva, oh Viva. I love my Viva. Don't need no other. I love my Viva forever. Viva, I love my Viva. Don't need no other. I love my Viva forever.
Viva detergent, a quality cleaning powder from Aspira.
Yo, they call me DJ Spinall, aka The Cap, aka The Top Boy. Man, you fan in the building. You're listening to Femi and the Gang on Nigeria Info FM. Don't touch it.
Oh, welcome to the 2014 FIFA World Cup. The stage is set on the of death. African giant up against Argentina. You can already tell from the lineup that this is the game.
Welcome back. 99.3 Nigeria Info. We are Femi and the Gang. I'm Anthony the Voice. Just flashing this back for you. This is the game. Brought to you by the one and only Femi and the Gang. I've got Sam in the building. There's also Chuma as well. And together, we're making the nights quite exciting for you. Not so exciting in my van because these conversations will hurt you. Will hurt you because I can't imagine. I mean, I'm speaking from experience because I don't know. But just to also let you know, the Champions League group stage draw done. Sam will take us through that in a bit. Yeah, we'll swing that in for you. And so you know the games or the teams and the groups to look forward to for the new campaign. Should be exciting because Chelsea have got some really interesting opposition.
No problem. No problemo. No problemo.
Where they go rest.
No problemo. You guys goof, and that's another title in the bag.
I don't blame you. Anyway, star 347 star 880 star 3 hash. That's the code for you to play. 500 naira is all you need to be in the conversation for 40,000 naira much later tonight. It could be you winning for the first time, or even winning again if you're somebody who have won before or all of that. Give it a shot and you'll thank me later. So keep playing. Sam, quickly, can we take those?
Yep. Let's start off with Liverpool, the league's defending champion. They play Real Madrid at home. That's Anfield. Then they travel to Inter Milan away, Atletico Madrid at home, Eintracht Frankfurt away, PSV Eindhoven at home, Marseille away, Karabag at home, and Galatasaray away from home.
That's for Liverpool?
Yeah, for Liverpool. For Manchester City, they play Borussia Dortmund at home, Real Madrid away, Bayer Leverkusen at home, Villarreal away, Napoli at home, Bodo Glimt away, Galatasaray at home, and Monaco away from home. Chelsea, the world champions, play Barcelona at home, Bayern Munich away, Benfica at home, Atalanta away. So that's Chelsea going back to face the former manager Antonio Conte. Ajax at home, Napoli away, Atalanta away, Napoli away, Pafos at home, and Karabag away. I expect Chelsea to finish in the top three when the group stages are done. Arsenal play Bayern Munich at home, Inter Milan away, Atletico Madrid away, Club Brugge at home, Olympiacos away, Slavia Prague at home, Kairat Almaty, newcomers to the Champions League away. They put out Celtic yesterday, and Athletic Bilbao at home. But for Tottenham Hotspur, play Borussia Dortmund at home, PSG away, Villarreal at home, Eintracht Frankfurt away, Slavia Prague at home, Bodo Glimt away, Copenhagen at home, and Monaco away. While Newcastle will play Barcelona at home, PSG away, Benfica at home, Bayer Leverkusen away, PSV Eindhoven at home, Marseille away, Athletic Bilbao at home, and Union Saint-Gilloise away from home.
So there you go with the English contingent.
Not to forget, Manchester United play the side they lost to yesterday away from home again in the Champions League, Grimsby. Then they play Corridor United at home.
Yeah, then Remo Stars away from home.
Remo Stars away from home. And Mamelodi Sundowns away from home.
Oh my God.
Tony, sorry.
Oh my God. Oh my God. You know what? Just continue, all right?
No.
But one thing I'll say is...
Will you keep quiet?
All right.
It could be a blessing in disguise.
Blessing that was...
I know when you guys didn't qualify for European football, that line was, could be a blessing that United are not in Europe. So Amorim will have enough time to have fewer matches for these players, focus on the Premier League, get the team in shape, and build cohesion around the side, right? Without the European distractions. Now you guys also don't have Carabao Cup distractions, so maybe it's more of the blessing.
Maybe they should add the
They need to be knocked out in the FA Cup just to finalize the blessings.
And still finish 15 again.
All right, you know what? Let's go pay some bills. When we return, it will be your turn, your moment to have your say on the broadcast tonight. It's a sort of open mic. So, I mean, when you call us, you can talk about the Man United situation. But I also want you, if you're a fan who supports a team who, well, have been fairly successful, and you remember the days where the glory fell. How did you get through those moments? And what was the thing that the club did to get away from such situations? All right, so yeah, you just never know. You could be helping somebody. Let's pay some bills. We'll be right back.
Omo, you dey find where you fit bet sharply and cash out anytime.
I love bet. Boss brain, 100 million casino jackpot. Your life fit change with iLot Bet. Bonus boku when you sign up. And iLot Bet iBot AI there to help you for predictions matter 247. No dolo. Sharply download the iLot Bet app now or visit www.ilotbet.com. If you snooze, you lose. I play, I win. iLot Bet. For 18 years and above, play responsibly.
Stay fresh, stay dry with Nivea Dry. No bad smell, it dey protect from sweat. And it dey last well.
Nivea Dry don't get 25 ml pack. Make you rush go buy am.
The price set, no dey tear pocket. Make you stay fresh, stay dry with Nivea Dry.
Nivea Dry deodorant will help you maintain your steeze. It only for 25 ml small size for boys and girls wey sabi.
Nivea Dry.
Can I get a Heineken? Heineken, for a fresher world. Not for sale to persons under 18. Drink responsibly.
What you're about to taste is so hot, it's got basket mouth singing.
Mini me, Ninja Pepe flavor. Yeah. Mini me, Ninja Pepe flavor. Chris. Heat.
Mini me, Niger flavor. Nothing brings the heat like the bold taste of Mini Me Noodles Niger Pepper flavor. Try it today and see for yourself. Mini Me Noodles Niger Pepper flavor. Slurp it like it's hot.
I'm in love. Sonia tomato mix, stand up. Is it to open? Is it to squeeze? Is it to scoop? And is it to stir?
Sonia tomato mix in a new stand-up pouch.
For every Naija man, woman, pikin, and the future wey we dey hustle for, two strong names don finally jam. Na confidence bind us together. Dis na Naija wey everyday dey show you say better fit happen. As you dey hustle, dey push, and dey try to make life better, you suppose waka with strong mind. But make we yarn as e be, confidence pass hope. E mean say no matter your waka, no matter who you be, you get who dey your back. Dem go stand for your matter, hold ground, make you no fall. Sanlam Alliance sabi say confidence no be for only people wey get levels. E belong to everybody wey dey try. Na why we join hand. Two strong bodies don turn one heartbeat to give you the main protection wey go follow you for this life journey. Whether na for business, family, or for your daily bread, we dey your side. As we don jam, we go fit protect you pass before. They do more together and they carry each other, they go front. Sanlam plus Alliance don't be one name. Sanlam Alliance. Make una waka your life with confidence.
Hey, rewards don't land. When I buy airtime and data on any network,
I get up to 10% cash back.
I pay my NEPA, DSTV, or StarTimes and call
3% cash back.
Now so, smart cash back, don't get reloaded.
And they load my wallet.
Hey, it's the Smart Cash Cashback Reloaded. Top up airtime or data on any network and get up to 10% cashback. Or pay your electricity or cable TV bill and get 3% cashback sharply. Only on Smart Cash. No dull yourself. Download the Smart Cash app or dial *939# to start today. Terms and conditions, Deja.
Oh, the only detergent that keeps me bright and fresh. Bana bata lokaci a wurin wanki. Viva mafi inganci. Ito ne sakwa hidin na tinyo mere Viva. Chiri Viva. Maswa koko atomo renu do Viva. Viva, oh Viva. Ina some Viva. Opungiche Viva. Omero Viva titila. Viva, oh Viva. Ina some Viva. Opungiche Viva. Omero Viva titila. Viva, oh Viva. Ina some Viva. Opungiche Viva.
Plus detergent, a quality cleaning powder from Aspira.
Can I get a Heineken?
Sorry, we're out of Heineken. Just kidding.
Unique, balanced taste for that first.
Is very, very extraordinary.
Heineken for a fresher world. Not for sale to persons under 18. Drink responsibly.
People capsule full ground. Anytime pen they around. If pen one show in power, 3 in 1 day. To knock and power. Ibu cap pen for body. Pen from fever. Any kind pen they bow for Ibu cap. That's why I don't carry up always. Ibu cap hammer pen away. Ibu cap they buy me always. Ibu cap they for you always. Ibu cap they buy me always.
Ibu cap will stand gidigba with you always as you dey pursue your dreams to make life better, and it go better after 3 days if body no tranga. Go see doctor. Na Shalina Healthcare Limited dem market am. Ibu cap always with you.
Pharmaceutical Society of Nigeria tanda gidigba with Ibu cap.
As a mom and a dentist, I know the importance of strong teeth, beautiful white smile, and fresh breath. They give you the confidence to eat the right foods without worry, speak confidently in public, and making friends is easier when you know you have fresh breath. I give my family confidence with Pepsodent's Triple Protection 1, 2, 3. It's 3 toothpaste in 1 to protect their teeth from holes, give them white teeth, and fresh breath. The confidence of 3 toothpaste in 1. Pepsodent's Triple Protection 1, 2, 3.
Little body, big moves. Little brain, big learning. Your little child is eager to do big things. Every sachet of Cerelac Junior comes with the nutrition they need, natural grains, protein, and iron to support their physical growth, learning, and development. So you can fully enjoy your little one's big moments of growth.
This is what goodness tastes like. Golden caramel, creamy buttermint, and rich coffee. There's a Cadbury candy for every moment.
Cadbury Caramel, Cadbury Coffee, Cadbury Buttermint. Sweet, smooth, and full of flavor. Whether you're chilling at home or on the move, there's a Cadbury candy for every mood.
Yeah, there's a Cadbury candy for every moment.
Original #1 prayer drink, Simmons Schnapps. It don't get the stamp of authority. Simmons don't get the seal of originality. Yeah. Oh, yeah, check your calendar. It day with you January to December. Any prayer where you make it go enter. Simmons Schnapps, the original #1 prayer drink.
Simmons Schnapps new look comes in premium, classic, and royal variants. Now secure more assured blessings. Simmons Schnapps, the original #1 prayer drink.
Meals have a way of taking us on a journey. And when you add plenty of vegetables like efo, ugu, and season with the rich taste of North seasoning cubes, even better.
So, go ahead and elevate your meals with more vegetables and the rich taste of Knorr cubes. Today, eat for good.
Books, uniform, school fees.
Hey, mattress. Mommy, please, I want the one I slept on at Auntie Regina's house, Muka.
Say no more. Don't leave sleep out of the back-to-school checklist. Doctors say quality sleep aids better learning. Choose Muka students' mattresses today.
Sleep better, live better, Muka.
Muka, adding comfort to life since 1959.
Chai, things hard though. This Lekki said no come easy joy. No be chere Cambia. Time don't reach to come out Lekki.
Even if you japa, you go still japa that.
How we go come be?
It don't be already. QMB Lifestyle Center don't reduce price for them hypermats.
How much they want reduce weight?
Anything where you buy for hypermats, we dey inside QMB Lifestyle Center for Lekki. A minimum of 10% discount. Some other items sell past 10%
You
discount.
dey whine me with this QMB 10 to 50% discount. No more argument for housekeeping money because that 100,000 budget to buy milk, bread, water, soap, toothpaste, sardine, cream, noodles, meat, plus other things. Now 90,000 naira for the same quantity.
No argument. But you said no go carry our family come out Lekki again, no.
Enjoy 10 to 50% discounts on purchases at QMB Lifestyle Center, QMB Builders Mart Road, between 1st and 2nd roundabouts, Lekki Ekpe Expressway, Lagos.
99.3 Nigeria Info.
Your number one station for talk. Let's talk.
Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, it's game on. Oh, welcome to the 2014 FIFA World Cup. The stage is set. Undoubtedly, this is the group of death. African giants up against Argentina. You can already tell from the lineup that this is the game.
That's right, this is Game On. I'm Anthony the Voice. We are Femi The Gang, and you're on to the nation's first for news, talk and sports, 99.3. I'm sure we're having a really good evening. Welcome in case you're just joining us. It's been a robust conversation surrounding Manchester United and their current predicament. We've also inundated you with some transfer stories, as well as the draws of the UEFA Champions League 2025-2026. The English contingents, but of course you can get the entire layout out there. Exciting games to look forward to. Liverpool, Chelsea does look like they do have the most difficult running of the English side. Sam, can you confirm that?
You can also, I think, all three English sides have two difficult games, and then the rest that can easily be navigated. I expect all of them to still make Chelsea, City, Liverpool. There's a reunion for Trent Alexander-Arnold. He comes back with Liverpool to Anfield.
That's crazy.
Real Madrid to Anfield. So I expect all of them, these four, to go through. Newcastle also might be slightly difficult for them. Spurs can still navigate. At least if not with the first automatic 8, they could still find themselves in the next 8 as well, or 16.
I was going to see what the new format has done to us. Now, on a good day with the previous Champions League formats, right, we would have come into the studio to say, guys, from Group A to Group H.
Group of death.
Yeah, the 4 teams each. Very easy to reel out the teams.
Exactly.
Now it's a cumbersome reality. We cannot share with you all. You have to go online to check things out. Because Arsenal will have 8 teams to play. 4 at home, 4 away. Man U will have... Shout out to Man U. Man City, Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, Barcelona, PSG, Chelsea. These sides have different sets of fixtures. It now makes it very difficult to have to reel everything out one after the other, because it's a tough ask. And all you can do is just focus on the high profile games. I personally think that the Real Madrid Liverpool fixture is high up there amongst the most anticipated. I'm really keen to see Chelsea Barca again. It's been a fixture that has given us controversies in the past. Tom Henning Ofrebo, shout out to you, by the way. You know, Arsenal have suffered in the hands of Bayern Munich over the years. Now the Gunners look like perhaps they're in a better place than even Bayern. That's another big game I'm looking forward to. And then Barca PSG. These are all tantalizing clashes. One more thing I will just add very quickly with your permission, Tony, as to the Champions League. It's the change of timing for the UEFA Champions League final. Things really do change. It was some years back that we knew 7:45 used to be time for Champions League matches. Some years ago, they changed it to 8 p.m. Then we got too used to 7:45 p.m. for Champions League games. Then we now had 8 p.m. At the same time, there were now going to be early kickoffs, sometimes 5:30 p.m. our time or 6:30 p.m. our time, depending on what the times are. Time change and all of that. Now UEFA have thought about it. They are thinking to themselves, normally when we have the UEFA Champions League final by 8 p.m. Nigeria time, which is like 9 p.m. Central European time or so, by the time you're done with that, if that game goes into extra time and penalties, it's almost midnight. Children who would love to watch this, fans of these clubs who really want to have time to celebrate, may not have that much luxury. They have to go back to bed. They have to travel back to their respective destinations, even where the accommodation is and all of that. And you have had a rethink and have decided now to move forward by 3 hours the Champions League final to 6 p.m. kickoff in European Central timing, ET. So it's 6 p.m. European Central time. That's when we should have the UEFA Champions League final, and it's going to start from this one for the 2025-2026 season. For me, it makes me smile for several reasons. Normally, Femi and the gang, when we come through for Champions League coverage for the final, as always, we start our broadcast by noon.
Yeah.
And we'll be in the studio sometimes until midnight.
That's right.
Because the Champions League final is 9 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
Now, that final would be potentially 5 or 6 p.m. Nigeria timing. And by 9 p.m. when we're done with Football Friends, the final will be done. For those who want to go for Goal Fest and all of those things, there's enough time now to
still party,
to celebrate before it's sleep
into the
time
night
after the Champions League final.
Yeah.
Good innovation from IPOV from UEFA now. Good.
Okay. I mean, Sam,
yeah, absolutely good. But again, it takes me back to the formats with. I mean, they started last season. We saw some of the draws and we saw how some of the big teams almost got knocked out. Now, there are too many big games. I know this was the essence of the whole Champions League format. But, I mean, if you're having Chelsea playing Barca, Bayern Munich, Inter, Real Madrid. I mean, ordinarily, first off, I'm sick of Real Madrid, Manchester City. I am sick of that fixture
We're going to be done with that.
I am sick, and they have to play each other again this season. So you see that we could get to a point some season where some of these sides get knocked out, and you're seeing a semi-final where you're playing Karabakh.
That's what you get with the Swiss format. The big boys will keep playing the big boys because they are.
We guaranteed that now? Are we guaranteed that now? Because from match day 1 till match day whenever, we are seeing so many big games alone in the group stages. Now we get to the point, if Real Madrid go on and have a terrible season, Chelsea, no way using Chelsea as that example. Tottenham and all these big sides, Dortmund, Bayern Munich go on to have a terrible season. We could come to the point where that knockout stages, you're seeing Chelsea, Dortmund, PSG, Benfica, because some of these lesser sides have relatively easy fixtures. Tottenham should be qualifying top 8. Dortmund, PSG is the only difficult fixture they have here. They've got Villarreal, Frankfurt, Slavia Prague, Bodo Glimt, Copenhagen, and Monaco. Those are winnable games for Spurs, especially under the new manager, Thomas Frank. So you're looking at this and you're saying, if Tottenham is making it through relatively easily, Newcastle have Barca and PSG as potentially the only difficult game. Bayer Leverkusen, Benfica. I mean, with Walter Martin coming in, they still have enough to win, right? Athletic Bilbao, Union Saint-Gilloise, these are winnable games for Newcastle. And you see Chelsea, City, Arsenal, Bayern Munich, Inter Milan, Atletico Madrid. That's as difficult as it is already for them. Brugge, Olympiacos, Slavia Prague, Almaty, they should win that. But it could be coming to the semi-finals and you're really seeing poor games.
I get your point. So you're saying the threat, pronouncing that word right,
is more to the big sides than
like we even saw the reality again. Real Madrid and PSG almost got knocked out, if not for the luxury of the playoffs. PSG would not have been champions if there was no playoff experience for them to go through the back door to progress. It's everything always has its pros and cons.
That's right.
The idea around this was let's see more high profile games like you mentioned. Now we're seeing that, bro, if as big team, if you qualify,
you never be big team.
Now you. It's on you, not us. Please. Thank you so much.
All right. Well, let's hit the phone lines 020127700993. For the ladies, we've got a special line for you. 0201 465 7190. Call us up and tell us what you make of all of the talking points. But of course, leading the conversation tonight is Manchester United and the situation surrounding the club at the moment. And, I'm just spreading it beyond the Red Devils and really just looking at what can be learned from the poor decisions or all of the things that Man United have done post Sir Alex Ferguson that have brought them to this point. For big teams, should they be weary? Because it could be any other team tomorrow who will go through these murky waters. And for Man United, it's so sad because the question is when will it end? There's no hope, That's the problem. You don't know. You can't be hopeful, especially with that loss yesterday. It just nosedives the little hope that the fans does have going into the new season. So call us up and share with us your thoughts for our WhatsApp line 0809 597 5805 as well. We've got the Champions League draws. You can also have your say on that. Voltame to Newcastle from VB Stuttgart done, Garnacho done to Chelsea as well. Some of those high profile deals pulling through at the moment. Let's see who is here. Hello.
Good evening, The Voice.
Yeah, you're welcome, brother.
Yeah, dear Kimbo is my name.
All right. You're welcome.
Yeah, about Man U, I think I want to toe the line of Sam. Why? You see, they have been very impatient with their managers ever since Ferguson left. Frankly, I would have expected a situation where Mourinho was given some time. Because in his first year, he won some laurel. It is not only winning the league that should be considered winning laurel. Mourinho would have been a manager if they have given him some time to, take Man U back to their days of glory. But unfortunately, the officers in charge did not think that way. And that has been hurting them. Ever since he left, you can see how this club has been degenerating to the point of coming 13th on their league. It's 15. Very unfortunate.
15.
I think
15.
I think okay. Look at that. So they should really try very much. If they wouldn't have patience with their managers, the same scenario will continue. And that would be unfortunate for them. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you for calling us. Wow. Oh, my world. Hello. Who's there?
Tony, good evening.
You're welcome. What's your name?
Okay, it's Nelson up on the line.
Nelson, talk to us.
Okay, Tony, I think I want to talk about Manchester United. I think the problem Manchester United have is who inherited a successful man. I'm giving an example now. Who inherited a successful thing that a successful man has laid down? Now, when Sir Alex stepped down, there were managers in the market that Manchester United would have hired to keep the legacy going. So who did they bring in? I remember that time, Guardiola was in the market. Man City.
Ooh, what happened there? So sorry, Nelson. If you can call us back, I'll be glad. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, you're welcome. What's your name? Are you there? Hello?
This is Damlari.
All right, Damlari.
Yes.
All right, let's hear you.
I'm sorry, I have a question. It's not like about what you guys are talking about.
Hello?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, you were saying?
Is Donnarumma still coming to Man City?
Donnarumma? We're still waiting, all right? But that's a possibility. We're still waiting.
Okay, sir. That's everything
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Thank you very much for that.
By the way, you can still play one play, guys.
That's right. Star 347, star 880, star 3 hash. For just 500 naira, you could be winning 40,000 naira tonight. Hello.
Hello, good evening, Tony the Voice.
Friday, you're welcome.
Yeah, this is Friday from Italy. Talking about Mario, nice again. So, once more, nice again hearing from Bolariwa, the star beam master. Yeah. I know those days when Bolariwa only fly. Imalo Energy, those old days. I think when Bolariwa, but Baba voice not change the voice.
In voice no good change.
Baba voice not change.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah, that is what you need to be a Man United fan. I just believe that when once Man U, Tony, Man U will bounce back. It's a big thing. Liverpool went through all those fears, Tony the Voice, if you remember.
Was it that bad? Was Liverpool's low point this bad? Was it?
No, it was not this bad, but don't forget when
exactly.
When Benaroja was the coach of Liverpool, when he made Southampton our Swabi supermarket. Every season we will go to Southampton and buy level 40 players in a season. But it was not bad, but we were not winning.
Yeah.
I remember those days, the head of sport now, we keep on reminding us that the last time Liverpool won a league title, his younger sister was not born. And by then, his younger sister was married with children. See, those ones are those days, the Voice, he got hot. But we overcame it. Even if you center, you only go there to watch Liverpool game as a Liverpool fan. But the only thing we used to encourage ourselves then is that we are still the best team in England with 5 Champions League trophies. So Man United can use that to encourage themselves. 3 Champions League, 20 league trophy. This team is not bad. They have given you guys a lot of joy before. But this is their moment. You have to bear with them. Support the players, support the team. They will overcome it. Big player, big team always know how to overcome. But for my Liverpool and the Champions League, I just way we don't end the way we ended up last season. When we topped the group, we were number 1. In the next round, we were knocked out by PSG. But it's not that we play badly. Yes, we lost to PSG on penalty, and PSG went ahead to win the Champions League, which means Liverpool could have swear won the Champions League last season if we got it right in that penalty shootout.
All right.
I just believe Liverpool is the team to beat this season. Thank you again, one thing more.
Thank you very much, Friday. Can we take a few more? Okay, let's see. Hello. Hello? Yeah, are you there?
Yes, I'm there. Tony the voice. Good evening, sir.
I greet you. What's your name?
My name is Chuma.
All right, let's hear you.
From Alagbodo.
All right.
Concerning Man United, I say a downfall of a man is not the end of his life. Even though they fought today, it's not the end of their life. They will still continue some time.
All right. What do you think? What do you think should be done going forward differently?
They should have patience.
Patience.
The man, they should have patience. Yeah.
Okay.
That's
all right.
Okay.
Work again with you. Work again with you.
Patience, they say, is a virtue, but how long? Hello.
Hello, Tony the voice.
You're welcome. What's your name?
Yeah, this is the first time caller for my
First time caller. Where's my Shakira? You're welcome, bro. Talk to us.
Talking about my United, is disheartening because what they are going through now. My younger brother is a United fan, and he's really telling on him. But as a Chelsea fan, my only advice to him is that we went through such time, and from Potter to Lampard, the rest is history. So we are getting it right a bit. But I still believe that United will get it right. But the player needs to be blamed because they are the one playing the football.
Wow.
We know that coach has his own blame, but the players, they should know the kind of club they are playing for. This is United, quietly.
Wow.
The player really needs to think about that. Thank you very much.
All right. The players need to really think about that. Can we take one more? All right, let's see if we can. Hello. Hello. Are you there?
Hello, good evening.
Yes, you're welcome. What's your name?
This is Jude from Ogun State.
All right, let's hear it quickly.
Okay, so I want to talk something. My just be like also rock. Say, once you dey outside also rock, once you enter there, they be like say you see another thing. Now what you just do my like this. My UK say he pass it. It doesn't in Nigeria now, but in a village people. Village people not dey England.
I mean, this issue of being called Chuma. Do you believe in?
No, I don't believe that part. I think that sometimes.
What do you have to say to fans who believe that there's a spiritual inclination to things in football?
Well, yeah, I wouldn't deny the fact that there's power sometimes, but not with Manchester United.
I mean, I know that's not talked about.
I use powers because of I think it's a Portuguese team. Pardon me, a team from Portugal who
Benfica.
Yeah, exactly. So.
The curse thing. You talked about curses.
Yeah, I did, and I really tried to find. Nobody gave me anything. So I don't think it works. I don't think it works. Hard work is what works. You work hard, you get your.
All right, so there you go. All right, let's go pay some bills. When we come back, we'll take messages and we'll keep taking calls. The U.S. Open is firing on all cylinders. We'll, just give you some ink swingers from there and keep the conversation on right here on the nation's first.
More news and information coming up. We'll be back in a moment.
Original number one prayer drink, Simmons Shinaps. It don't get the stamp of authority. Simmons don't get the seal of originality. Yeah. Oh, you check your calendar. It day with you January to December. Any prayer where you make it go enter. Simmons Shinaps, the original number one prayer drink.
Simmons Schnapps new look comes in premium, classic and royal variants. Now secure more assured blessings. Simmons Schnapps, the original number one prayer drink.
In the cooking game, you need a winning game plan. I'm not just talking about your fresh ingredients, utensils, or cooking skills. I'm talking about your choice of seasoning. My game plan is incomplete without Maggi chicken flavor. Made with a flavorful formation of onions, celery, turmeric, it's my game changer.
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3